What is up and welcome to Manps On The Map. In today's video, I'm going to give you the lowdown on what it's like to fly economy class with Etihad Airways. As you'll see in my next series of videos, I took a round trip from London to Abu Dhabi. Now today we're going to be covering it all, including the amenities, infotainment, the bathroom, and of course, the food. But let's start with luggage allowance. So you'll be glad to know that included with your ticket is a 23kg checked suitcase and a 7kg piece of hand luggage. So not bad and pretty standard for an international flight. You can also take on like a small laptop bag or rucksack. So luggage checked in and the plane boarded. I'm not gonna lie, the plane felt a bit dated if I'm being honest. It's definitely not to the level that you might see on Qatar or Emirates. Like the seats, albeit comfortable, the design straight up looked like an old jumper, and half of my headrest had this protruding bit which was bare annoying. Check out the tray table with its silent, sleek, opening mechanism. As for the amenities, Etihad Airways had you covered for all occasions. You get the classic comforts like a pillow, blanket and headphones, but you also get two additional kits. First is the COVID wellness kit, featuring some hand sanitizer sachets, disinfectant wipes and a face mask, which at the time of filming was compulsory except when eating or drinking. The next kit was a sleep kit, which was a cool touch. You get a toothbrush, some earplugs, an eye mask and the smallest toothpaste I've ever seen, containing enough toothpaste for like one tooth. Next up, let's check out the infotainment system, which really impressed me. First up, it's a touchscreen that's nice and responsive, but sometimes constantly leaning forward to touch the screen is effort. So it comes with this nifty little touchscreen remote, which essentially does everything the main screen does. So from the remote you can control your seat lamp, call for assistance, change the volume, but also select any of the movies or TV shows and pause, fast forward, rewind, which is way better than using the screen. It's those tiny little details that just make the flight more enjoyable. It's the little things, man. Also, check this out. You can play games on the remote, including Angry Birds, so kids and like 29-year-old adults are gonna love this, trust me. And then from the touch of a button, you can switch back to the main screen. It's pretty mad if you ask me. And the remote is attached by this extendable wire, which wouldn't go back, but then we got there in the end. Going back to the main screen, here you've got USB and plug sockets to charge your devices, and the screen is kitted out with everything you'd need to stay entertained on the flight. There's a wicked selection of movies which at the time were pretty new, including Spider-Man No Way Home, The Eternals and The Matrix. There's also some TV series, but it's a bit stupid because it's like random seasons, like season 5 of Ballers. Like bruh, why am I gonna start a show from season 5? And there's also a selection of games, as you saw earlier in the video. Now here's where I feel the infotainment game started to level up with some bad boy features. First up, you've got seat to seat chat. So wanna chat with Alan in seat D4? Well now you can.
Alan! 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 Al!
You can also order drinks using the infotainment system too. We got table service up in here. One thing that got me super excited but then didn't work was the fact that there was an option to connect Bluetooth headphones, but it kept disconnecting, but I liked the thought. And then finally, the single best feature on any plane, which didn't work, but if it did work, oh lordy, was screen share. What that means is that there is a potential for two seats to sync up their movies. One absolute game changer. Now before we come on to the food, let's check out the bathroom. So it's a pretty cool little space here in the Etihad economy flight toilet. I like the ambience. It's a bit different to other planes I've been on. You've got this nice mosaic effect type wall. You've got a bit of mood lighting which I'll show you. Check that out. And generally it's a nice place to be. A nice place to do your business on the flight. As you can see from the lovely toilet, you've got this nice touch-free flush. These aeroplane flushes I just can't deal with. There's just mad decibels going on here. Got a nice little sharps bin there, it looks like. Some tissues, some hand towels. You got a nice sink. And then watch.
It's automatic, and you change the temperature with this. So you want to go hot, you want to go cold. The bin, soap, lock.
So this is Manps on the Map. So I think it's about time we get our munch on. So the food was actually quite a bit different on the outgoing flight compared to the return flight. From London to Abu Dhabi, I got the chicken main, which was chicken breast served in a tomato-based sauce and vegetables. It was just meh. It was basically a hench piece of chicken which lacked flavour and was pretty dry. The veggie main was paneer, rice and naan, and this was fire and way better than the chicken main. You also get a bread roll, and this side dish was banging. It was basically a chickpea salad, but it tasted really fresh with some coriander and spices thrown in there. Now the dessert, oh my days, this was good. I just wish I had more. It was a delicious milk chocolate and caramel mousse. Creamy, smooth, sweet, everything you want in a mousse. Being a long haul flight, we also got breakfast, and I was woken up to a coffee. And this pizza pastry, it was flaky but an average flavour, so nothing to rave on about. On the return flight back to the UK, we were given some snacks with the branding team smashing it out the park when it came to naming the snack. Savoury snack. This was basically like eating a dry cracker. The meat main was too tasty though. It was lamb curry, rice and cholle, aka chickpea curry. It was seriously good. As for the side, we got hummus and a bread roll. Again, top-notch stuff, man. And the dessert, probably not for everyone, but it was like a faluda mousse, which is basically a rose syrup flavoured dessert. It was bare fragrant, man, like eating flowers. Not that I endorse eating flowers, but you get the point.
So that's been today's review of the Etihad economy flight. If you enjoyed the video, then leave a like, comment if you got any questions, and subscribe to the channel. It's been a pleasure. Till next time, peace.